Kentucky last executed an inmate during Governor Steve Beshear's first term in office nearly 20 years ago. The current Attorney General, Republican Russell Coleman, is pushing to bring it back.
Yeah, today the issue was before Franklin Circuit Court, and WHAS 11's Conroy DeLuce was inside the courtroom as the opposing side argues that Kentucky has not addressed enough issues to resume executions.
Attorney General Russell Coleman addressed reporters after the hearing, which lasted nearly 2 hours, and says there is no more time to waste.
For around a dozen death row inmates to finally receive their sentence.
Coleman argues the death penalty is a crime deterrent and it's justice for families.
For more than 30 years, the families of Powell County Sheriff Steve Bennett and Deputy Sheriff Arthur Briscoe have been coming to courthouses much like this, looking for justice.
Their convicted killer sits on death row.
They trusted the legal system to follow through, and they are still waiting for justice.
Inside Franklin Circuit Judge Philip Shepard's courtroom, Jack Hayburn for the AG's office and attorney David Barron for the plaintiff argue their case. Barron says there are still issues with Kentucky's regulations concerning the death penalty, pointing to drugs used.
Is it your contention that there have been problems with the use of compounded drugs in death penalty situations in other states?
In our opinion, there has been, and we'd expect we'd be presenting evidence on that at a trial.
Barron also argues the state does not have sufficient protections for those who are legally insane or have mental issues, that they may not actually understand execution means putting to death. He also wants more thorough follow-up if there is a report that someone may be intellectually disabled, saying that just sending an email is not enough.
I don't think we'd automatically get an email unless some confirmation was required, and we all know things can be overlooked. They can accidentally show up to a spam box, be lost in cyberspace.
While acknowledging the original case acknowledged many big issues, Hayburn from the Attorney General's office argues that at this point, Barron is splitting hairs.
And now we're arguing about whether DOC needs to specifically put into formal regulation that execution means death.
There is no decision expected for some time. In Frankfort, Conroy DeLuce, WHAS 11 on your side.
There are currently more than 20 inmates sitting on death row, according to the Department of Corrections website.
Coleman says any final decision about this case would have to come from the Kentucky Supreme Court.